Hello there, very good day to you, and thanks for joining us on yet another interesting segment of the newspaper review right here on TAP TV for today, the 10th day of June 2022. My name is Cyril Aloysius, and as you know, it is and has always been my pleasure to bring you the newspaper headlines. And joining me in today's newspaper review is one of our very popular faces, Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, you're welcome to join me.
Boom. Thank you, sir.
Shortly, before we go straight to the business of the day, we'll go on a short break, and when we return, all of the interesting headlines in today's papers will be coming your way. Do stay with us. We'll be back after the short break.
Hey there! Are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.
Okay, and welcome back to join me from that short break. And the first paper we shall be looking at for today is The Punch. And amongst the headlines in The Punch, we have on page 2, this one here says, Atiku's running mate. PDP raises panel as Wike Okowa lobby for VP slot. And next, on page 4 and 5, we have cultist kill Lagos trader in sister's presence. Family slams police. Cultist kill Lagos trader in sister's presence. Family slams police. And on page 4, we have Lagos mob burns 30 Okadas, beats motorcyclist for killing pedestrian. That's on page 4. And on page 30, we have months after Punch investigation, court slams Nigerian army, 200 million naira damages for killing Imo businessman. And that's on page 30. And lastly, in the Punch for today, we have Owo massacre. Experts tackle federal government over insecurity. Government blames ISWAP. That's on page 16 of the Punch. So, Mr. Victor, I don't know which of the headlines actually interest you.
Okay, I would like to talk about the ISWAP. Okay, just yesterday, the Minister for Interior, Rauf Aregbesola came out to say that there are strong indications to tell that ISWAP are the ones that masterminded the attack, the Owo church massacre. Okay, ISWAP being the ISIS of the Africa, okay, the WAP meaning a West Africa province, as in Islamic State West African province, okay. So they are more like the Boko Haram from the, you wouldn't call it from the Middle East, but they did not originate from here, okay? Okay, it was as a result of the Afghan, Iraqi, Syrian war that ISIS was formed. Are there any proofs
to that claim? Are there any tangible proofs to that claim?
Yeah, it's quite solid with what they are saying. And I hope, in as much as, yes, you know, they don't want to also release all the information for the masses, because it shouldn't be just for our privy. It is right for them to just give us surface information, because if they go into nitty-gritty, that means they are also undermining investigations. So, but as it stands, there is a very strong indication that they are the ones involved in this. And if you also check the manner of massacre, you notice that it won't just be ordinary. Oh, they are not ordinary. I just wanted to say ordinary bandits, but banditry now is a big business. And yeah, from indication from the weapons that they came with, okay, they are more sophisticated.
Call it a business?
Yeah, banditry is a business. Go to Zamfara and see for yourself. It's a major business.
So someone doesn't know what to do with his life again. He decides to go into banditry as a business.
Oh, sure. You know, these guys, they get to be brainwashed. Oh, well, but they see us as people that are brainwashed. We that they are supposed to be called normal, they see us as brainwashed. So it's about radicalism now. So It happens. Okay, you're even talking about whether it's business. What about Castina? Castina states is Buhari's state that over 10 local governments have been captured. In as much as they will come and tell us, say, okay, me using the word captured, they may be like, why would you be? No, it has not been captured. But let me tell you, what do these people do? They collect taxes from traders, they collect taxes from farmers, that if you don't pay those taxes, what does it mean? That you cannot go back to your farm. Are you getting that? That means they are already state actors. They are sharing governance with our elected leaders.
Okay.
So for the Owo massacre, even yesterday, the people of Owo came out to go meet their king, okay? To meet their king, to say they should show them, because some news came out to say some of the suspects has been caught.
Yes.
Some suspects, in quote, they say they caught them in a hotel.
That's a very good news.
Yeah, that they were caught in a hotel. But by the time the people rallied round to go see the persons, it happened that the officials had already taken them out of Owo direct to Abuja. So by the time the people rushed down to the palace to complain of what is happening, the palace came out with a memo to tell the people that, see, calm down, you will get, by the time proper investigations have been done, that the culprits, the perpetrators, will be brought back to the community for them to see. And he also told them that they should calm down, they should not take laws into their hands, which is very, very proper. Because when things happen like this, mind you, just like what...
but would it be that easy for them to calm down after such an incident happened?
Yeah, they needed to tell them to calm down because, you know, from the wave of things...
A lot of persons actually lost friends and families in
Sure,
that particular time.
sure. But from the wave of things, you find out that it might lead to ethnic crisis. So that was the reason why the Oba had to come out and say, please, you guys should calm down so that proper investigations will be done. Now, the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, also came out to also downs pressure with respect to ethnicity and its crisis. Now, he also made it known that this is not about, it's not an ethnic war. This is ISWAP trying to dwell on their mandate. Their mandate, they want to Islamatize Nigeria, okay? So, and he called them animals. We already know these guys are animals and they need to be taken care of, yeah.
They have to be treated as such. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for your thoughts on that headline. Let's move straight now to our next paper. We shall be looking at the Daily Sun. And amongst the headlines in Daily Sun for today, we have on page 8, Nigerian youth to Osibanjo, you won. Nigerian youth to Osibanjo, you won. Okay, and on page 6, we have tension in APC. PDP over Tinubu Atiku's running mates. Tension in APC. PDP over Tinubu Atiku's running mates. That's on page 6 of the Daily Sun. And on page 4, we have ISWAP behind Ondo church attack, according to federal government. ISWAP behind Ondo church attack, according to federal government. Says 10,000 policemen to be added to security architecture. And on page 27, we have NLC denounces factional Labour Party. Says only one Labour Party in Nigeria. That's on page 27. And next, we have APC presidential candidate unfolds agenda. That's on page 6. And lastly, on page 27 as well, we have Massob vows to punish politicians against Igbo interests. So, Mr. Victor, before I move straight to our next and last paper, I don't know if you have something to say concerning the headlines in the Daily Sun.
Yes. Let me go with the Massob. I first wanted to talk about the VP slots, but let's do Massob here. Okay, now, Massob are coming out to say that they will punish anybody that has gone against the Southeasterners becoming president. Okay, I'm coming from the aspect that I grew up in the Southeast, okay, and I understand...
Do you see that as an empty threat, or...?
Well, personally, I think it's empty.
Why do you think it's empty?
It's empty, and unless they go the way of the animals in IPOB, that's where it will be so crazy. But I believe they are not such kind of persons, such kind of organization, okay? Okay, now, mind you, go check the PDP, go check the APC. From the convention, you find out that the Southeasterners, they were not together. Okay? Look at how the North came out and rallied for their own with respect to Atiku. Look at how the North and the Westerners came out to rally for their own presence for the APC, for the emergence of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the candidate for the APC. But what happened with the Southeastern votes, my brother? You find out that same Southeasterners voted against their own people.
So is this to say that the problem of the Southeast is the Southeast?
100%, you got it all right. You got it all right. So does it mean that there is no candidate that can form a consensus, which they were trying to do in APC? If you remember, there was a time, we mentioned it here in the news, there was a time, Obonayono, Rocha Sokorocha, David Umahi was not in that meeting. I'm calling out meetings that was supposed to be, that, yeah, they conversed for the meeting. Unfortunately, David Umahi was not there. Okay, David Umahi said that he had a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Mrs. Uju, the barrister, of whom I'm very, very, I will not say very, very angry or disappointed in. She's the only female aspirant, but she backed down. To me, it was so cheap. And in as much as, yeah, we also say that politics is a game of interest. She chose her own interest. Okay. Mrs. Uju was in the meeting. Ken Namani was there. Obonayono was there. Rochas was there. Okay. These men were there. Wajuba that did not even attend the primaries at all. Emeka Wajuba, although he felt that it would not favor him or his people. Now, the question is, does it mean that out of these persons, they could not support one person, one candidate? I don't know if you get me.
Yes.
You see that out of these 6 persons, yes, at least let it be that you guys
are
unified for one person. And in that case, will the delegates, because it also goes down to the delegates, will the delegates also support their own? I might be sounding tribalistic here, but please, let's also know that I'm not a tribalist, but let's also know that Nigerian politics is divided by tribal lines. It's divided by where you come from.
You can't run away from it.
You can't run away from it, okay? Just like how you saw the North voted for Atiku wholeheartedly. So, Wike also came out to smash on the Southerners, okay? The way they also went to vote for Atiku. Same thing happened. Same thing happened from
that they betrayed
APC. Yes. So it goes down to the delegates, to the leaders. Come together. If you really want this, stop agitating. It's not by mouth. You need to come together and support your own. Same thing goes down to P2B. It is not just about having P2B as Southeastern candidates. Okay? Rally yourself round first, then win friends from other sides. But first, you need to put your house in order. In unity, before you start calling out for persons to come and join you. And we know in the Southeast, there is nothing like such unity. Okay?
Which is actually one of the major weaknesses.
Just like they say in the Igbo land, they get one Eze that controls. But that's the fact. But in Yoruba land, in the outside land, you find that when Sultan wants to talk, people listen to you. But in Igbo, even our in quotes, I will not use the word that is in my mind. But even when you start looking at the Ohanes in the Igbo, okay, people in the South, you do not even respect them. Okay? So yes, agitation is very strong, but they still need to come together and support one candidate in the nearest future.
So, yes, you have to come together and support one candidate in the nearest future. So, given the fact that things are this way, do you really see it playing to the advantage of either Atiku or Tinubu come the election?
No, sure. If Labour Party, mind you, Labour Party, they do not have.
Should play to
They do not
advantage.
have structure. I keep saying they do not have structure.
A strong structure.
Oh my goodness! They need to go to the north. If they want to win the election, they need to get, because they have the numbers. Even when you divide Nigeria in six geopolitical zones, you find out that the South has the smallest vote, even down to the delegates. You notice that from the PDP and the APC, we had the fewest, the Southeasterners had the fewest of delegates. So that means they need the powers from the north. And that was the reason why, if you check, why the PDP were not okay with zoning out the north from the formula. They just wanted, because they know that the north has the numbers.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Victor, thank you so much for your thoughts in the show today. And we shall be looking at the nation. The nation, and amongst the headlines in the nation, we have Buhari rallies governors for Tinubu ahead of 2023 election. Buhari rallies governors for Tinubu ahead of 2023 elections. And next we have Friday deadline for parties to submit candidates lists. Okay, on page 27 we have Laboja to be installed Otun Olubadan today. And on page 7 we have Makinde is Ekiti PDP campaign chief. And lastly, in the nation, we have federal government links Owo church attack to ISWAP. Manhunt for assailants, that's on page 5 of the nation. Okay, that's the much we can take in the nation. Mr. Victor, I don't know if you have something to say on the headlines.
Okay, yeah. I would like to chip in with the activities of the president, okay, after the primaries.
Okay, yeah.
I must congratulate the way he has been
rallying
handling.
for governors.
Yeah. I love the way he's been handling it, okay? It is up there. It is no longer secret that Tinubu was not the anointed one, okay? I believe the president saw the writing on the wall that his powers were not enough for him to help form the consensus candidates, okay? But if you notice, the way he's been handling it, in as much as his candidate is not Tinubu, but you find the way... He
has been calm so far.
Yeah, the way he's clamoring, gathering them together, making sure that nobody leaves the family. Okay? The other day, he called the aspirants, okay, the candidates that failed. He called them, all of them together for a meeting. Okay? And these meetings, they go a long way, okay, to calm them down, make sure that their numbers remain the same.
Okay.
Or doesn't go down, okay? It's better they add more numbers to their team, okay, than losing anybody from the family, okay? Now, and I also need to congratulate the way APC is handling. I'm super shocked, okay, because even the way Bola Ahmed Tinubu is handling it, he went to see Amechi. Amechi also congratulated him. The VP has congratulated him, Osibanjo. He even went to...
He paid
Osibanjo a visit.
Yeah.
So they are handling it maturely, and I'm will I say, happy for them. And it's shocking from my own perspective, okay, that they are handling it the most mature way. Okay, so and going forward, I know it will not be palatable for PDP when they are seeing that this house that they think will fall has refused to fall. Okay, APC, even Arebeshola. Rauf Arebeshola, that has been in a cold war with Tinubu himself, also came out to congratulate him. Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu has been moving around. Yes.
He matured from his own path.
Yes. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, and Tinubu have been moving around, meeting candidates to thank them from one pillar to, as in, these guys are playing this politics in a very smart way. And if they continue like this, it will be, in fact, like I told you yesterday now, they might give PDP a bloody nose. So, and we also mentioned about the selection of BP. Selection of BP for both parties seem to be very tough. Okay? For the APC, from the look of things, they will have to choose a northerner. And if you ask me to choose for them, I might want somebody, not I might, I would like somebody like, just in case power goes to the APC, I would like to see somebody like Babagana Zulum of Borno State, okay? Because the way he has handled the fight against insurgency in Borno State, in the northeast, he has really tried. Because even in the fight, you find that this man has been commissioning projects, inaugurating and commissioning projects. The man has been working, not minding. In fact, several times he's been on the line. At the time he almost got assassinated, his car was shot at. So you find out that he's a man that wants to help his people. And mind you, the North needs a true leader, a leader that will help them. Come to think of it, a place like, oh my God, we have a lot to discuss on all this. But come to think of it, yes, in as much as, in my own opinion, where you come from as a leader might not really show how you will perform at the end of the day. Are you getting me?
Yes.
If you look at, let's go back to oh, I'm taking a big bag, but God, please forgive me. Let's take a look at, let me start with Jonathan. Let me not go so far. Jonathan, if you notice, from Bayelsa, he got the power. But if you notice, after his reign, you cannot even count some magnificent things that he did in Bayelsa.
Okay.
Bayelsa for me is still, oh my God, underdeveloped.
It's still almost the same way.
It's underdeveloped, even with their resources and having a one-time president that was there for 6 years. So this does not, it does not, yeah, it's not just about, oh, the president is coming from my state, okay? Take a look at Katsina State. We mentioned just now, Katsina State have about 10 states that is being, in quotes, controlled by bandits. Bandits are literally stopping, people don't go to school, children don't go to school in Katsina State. In many of those local governments, they don't go to school. And you know what that means? That in the next 10, 15 years, these kids that have not gone to school, they'll be liability to the economy. So it does not, Nigeria should also take note of this, okay? It's not just by, this man is coming from my state is going to bring, from the antecedents that we've had. So it also goes down to VP, okay? Okay, take a look at the Vice President, Osibanjo. We know that from his place, from Remo, he's from Remo Kingdom. From Remo Kingdom down to Lagos, the roads are not good. Till tomorrow, Ota is in a bad state. It's in a bad state. It is rainy season. You will see, in fact, gullies, not even potholes. And they are from the same region. I don't know if you get my point.
Yes.
So, yeah, there is a big clamor. People now are now saying, please come and pick a VP from my state. Like we have Delta States right now. Okowa seems to be on the top burner to become VP for Atiku. Okay? Yeah, there are many names out there. Yeah. We have Wike. You know, they need to take they need to pick from the south. Now, the issue is now, will it be southeast? Will it be south-south? Okay? Already, Ohanes Igbo has said that if an Igbo man ever takes the seat of VP, that the person will be banished, that they should all go for the presidency. But as it stands now, it is quite unfortunate. My brother, I'll leave us here, please. Please, thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Victor, thank you so much for your time on the show today. We really do appreciate you. And as for you who has been there watching us and faithful to your screen, we really also appreciate you for your time and faithfulness to your screen. Without you, we would not be here. But unfortunately, this is where we have to call it a wrap in the newspaper headlines and review for today. My name remains Cyril Aloysius. Please do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. On YouTube, we are TAP TV. On Instagram, we are TAP TV_NG. On Facebook, we are TAP TV. And on Twitter, we are TAP TV. And don't forget that you can also be a part of this discussion. You have any suggestions or questions to ask, drop your questions or suggestions in the comment section of any of our social media platforms. Well, like I said before, this is where we have to call it a wrap. My name remains Cyril Aloysius, and until we come your way again next time, do have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye-bye.